I'm gonna record just.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Uh-oh.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Of course.
That's our attorney, though.
Yep, that's Phoenix Wright's ancestor. Of course.
Bienvenue à la Carnival. The adventure of the great departure. Yeah, this is kind of in my way, but...
Oh, I bet all the titles are going to have the great in front of them.
22nd November, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of How do you say it? Judicature? Defendants Antechamber 5.
You want to be...
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening.
No, you have to do the series... Never mind, go ahead. Keep going. Sorry. I was like, oh, that means that I'm going to be the serious other guy. The prosecutor. The one who hits the table with his foot.
Hi, Indy.
Or Indy?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is Leon, who's very loud.
Shut up.
So I don't know how the audio is going to be. This setup's not exactly the best, but it's what we got, so. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? It's all good in the hood. What? Oh! No, nothing.
I'll be the bailiff.
Oh, then be the bailiff.
What? Give me another line to say. I don't want. Savior Claire's murderer. Yep. Sure, it's a nice attorney game.
Is that me?
Yeah, this is you. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's Naruhodo.
Yeah, sorta. It's kind of a hot mess. Let's see. Kittens and...
What does that mean?
Huh?
1,000 of kittens?
You would know if you'd ever watch my damn streams.
Well, Alright.
My name is Ryu Nosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. Super duper kitten gaming lawyery extravaganza.
You know, this is exactly how Phoenix started his
And now here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! I don't know who that is.
He is not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Oh, he's gonna die. Lawyer? Well, he is. He's Mia, basically. So he's gonna die. Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. I wonder if he's related to me. technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. I love these. I love this. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right? I'm gonna have such problems with his name.
You could just say Ryu, I guess.
I'm gonna well...
Ryunosuke.
Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. Right? Ryunosuke? What?
Great animations. First, this dude with his own fan. He's got his own fan.
Yep. The sword. This is gonna be so lovely.
Not complex, but well timed and well done. Yeah, we love the Ace Attorney games.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
They're fantastic. They're like the best thing ever.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. Another question mark person? Oh, it's him. Okay.
What are you apologizing to me for?
How else is his bandana doing that? Indy loves Ace Attorney.
Oh, yay! I'm gonna be making so many references to the other game. Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. Oh, sorry, that's you.
Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go again, apologizing. Just like always. I really hope he doesn't die. Though, I must say you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yumi University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Is it bad to say I hope he dies because I don't like your voice for him?
Oh my god, that's so mean! You don't like my voice for him?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. Blame Kamui. So mean. I could never murder someone.
You know, it's important because the word's bread. And there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high.
You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent. Right?
Ryu?
Ryunosuke. Okay.
Kazuma Asogi, my best friend. Also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It skipped by
It's
itself.
not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. Is he... Oh. Ah!
Good lord.
Shut up! My qualifications don't mean much yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly.
Oh.
3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're going to study abroad at last.
Oh, sorry. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. Was he doing things in court before he was qualified?
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world.
Oh god, I'm afraid of where they're going.
I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend.
Oh, they gotta be saying England, though.
There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple.
That's why his thingy keeps blowing. Oh, sorry. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. Ah! That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
the heart of the British Empire.
Yeah.
I wish I could see it too.
Then come with me. We have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. And it's a really good thing I just got this Elite controller because we don't know what was happening. This is the first time opening this game. I've owned it since it came out like a month or more ago.
Yeah.
But for some reason I went into the menu and it was like a key was being pressed and it was just rotating through all the menu options on its own. Like the keyboard was being pressed even though nothing was being pressed that we could find. So I plugged in my controller and luckily it worked, but super annoying.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
Partner?
Come on, it was Edgeworth and Phoenix.
It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asogi, may I have a word?
Oh. Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
Oh. To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
Considering Kazuma said professor, I think that would be accurate. I see. I'll go at once then.
Want me to?
Yeah.
I shall accompany you.
You always do this in places. Alright, then Ryu no Suke? I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. I wonder why she doesn't have her, like, different outfit, or if it's only, like, in-game models or something. Or, no, that is, I don't know.
She's the assistant for, the second game.
Or maybe it only comes at a certain point. This is awkward.
If I may,
Yes, sorry.
you must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Aw, thanks, Long.
Oh,
Just one of us is oblivious.
Shut up!
Anyways,
I am
said stoked
oblivious.
to seeing you two streaming together.
Aww, yay.
Mikotoba.
Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know.
No, what?
Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
Nani? What? Asogi, no! Nani?
Ah, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
Would you consider Ace Attorney visual novels?
Yes.
Okay. No, it was just...
As opposed to what?
I don't know, but
No.
I was talking with Indy about it, just asking if, like, Indy was saying they didn't consider or didn't think of Ace Attorney as a visual novel until maybe I brought it up, I guess.
Mm.
Like, oh, Mytho! I always have to give out kittens. It's a
Aw.
thing.
Well, yeah, it's a puzzle game, but it's also a visual novel. Like, they're not I don't think they're mutually exclusive. Like Professor Layton. Professor Layton is definitely a puzzle game. But I mean, that I would consider a visual novel too.
Mytho, I give him 1,000 kittens, immediately gambles and loses them all.
Aww.
I had a feeling Asogi may have chosen not to tell you.
He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? Since you need to gather backstory to get the whole picture to succeed.
I mean, yeah, but also you couldn't fail. You could stall out, but you couldn't like properly fail the game until they started adding unconventional game overs into, I think Dual Destinies was the first one they did that. So I mean, yeah, it's you have to gather certain evidence and you have to, it's got puzzle elements to it, but it doesn't really have a lose state the way that other games have, fail states. Like you fail in court, but they bounce you right back.
That dark scene where the Ace Attorney is found dead in his office after a failed
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or no, well, I don't know. They have some very dark alternate endings in like Dual Destinies and stuff. Criminals getting away with stuff and kidnapped people dying and lots of things.
He says, I don't know, I just guessed.
Well, I mean, yeah. But I'm pretty sure Dual Destinies is the first one where they had unconventional game overs.
But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry? What do you mean?
Love that music.
You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
That is a really good music.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun. But then what should I do?
Well,
Hype.
naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so...
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do? But what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you?
Of course not.
Defend it!
Kiss your booty bye-bye, Ryu.
Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
What?
Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
He did it. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? That doesn't seem...
He did what?
He killed the person. Calling it right now.
Did you read that?
I did. Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead... Oh, no, that's still him. With
Yep.
absolutely no idea... Yeah, there's never a narrator.
Not really, no.
No idea what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. Get rid of the mouse. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny.
Yeah, that guy, he killed a person.
22nd November, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2.
They're literally in Japan.
They're going to Britain. Or somebody's in Britain. They said something about Great Britain.
He's going to study abroad in Britain, but they're literally in Japan.
Yeah, the narrator is Ryu. Self-narrating, I guess, his story.
Yeah.
At least so far. Ace is going to Britain. Oh, look at him. Look at his eyes. Aww.
Yeah.
So this is a courtroom?
Do you have any trouble believing that this is Phoenix Wright's ancestor?
Ryu's going to jail? That's what...
The Supreme Court of Judicature?
Judicature, I guess.
Okay. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. That's creepy as shit. Sorry.
A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
A secret trial equals a kangaroo trial?
Yep, absolutely.
What? But why?
It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate. Ryu and Yusuke, it's about to begin.
Indy, why did you have to say anything? Now I can't not picture there being a fan just off screen on him all the time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just keep imagining the fan.
Mm-hmm. It's not as bad as Clavier Gavin with the guitar solo. Guitar solo. He's literally, they make reference to the music. He's got to like have a boombox like hiding in his hair or something.
Maybe he's just farting constantly and there's no fan.
Well, yeah, but it kind of like looks like it's coming at the wrong angle for him to be farting constantly.
Anyways, did you read that line?
Yes, I did.
Praying card. Ooh, it's a pain.
I can't wait. It is a pain.
Oh, I love our judge though, like the OG judge.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
That's good voice for him.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense.
Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Getting that voice out of the basement.
Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
This is it. This must be the question.
A question?
Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do... I need to answer quickly. What should I do?
Do not answer I do.
Indy wants I do.
Fine, answer I do. I mean, you're not going to be allowed to do it anyway. but whatever.
Mytho wants it too, so there we
Well,
go.
I mean, it's going to... Alright. It would be funny if it makes you die, though. Your Excellency... no
Neither do we,
confirmation- No confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will...
Oh god.
Oh my god.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that, I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
Oh no, dum-dum!
You'll be... What?
Oh, good lord. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Nani?
Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? Oh,
Did they have to word it like that?
yes!
I bet it was on purpose.
Yep.
No, it's not that really. It's just that... phrasing. Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you.
Try to... When you're trying to be quiet, just, like, stage quiet. Like, still talk a little bit louder.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Professor Mikotoa shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself.
Why is he hitting himself in the head with a stick or fan? Because it's
It's pain.
Yeah. That's the only answer.
Yep. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
His eyes, my
Yep.
god. Huh? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all.
Oh god.
Ugh.
Look at
That's Phoenix.
Yep.
In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
Yep. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Oh, it says Ochi. Ouchie.
Well, yeah, I mean, they didn't translate, right scene.
Well, for a near university student to be brought before the Supreme Court.
Auchi. Auchi. Auchi.
Ouch.
I was kind of...
Oh,
You must have perpetrated the most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Auchi. Yeah. I mean, don't ask me. I don't actually speak Jap. I tried learning a little bit, but... Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
Oh no.
Fuck!
Yep.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am.
Yep.
So, let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Crap. Sorry, guys. What's up? You gotta go or something? Yes. Nana? What? Is your cat on your keyboard? Oh, you don't have a cat.
What?
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Asking you to say I do? Oh, it's fine. It doesn't matter what we pick for anything. It's all funny and good. It's not gonna ruin the game.
Yeah, you got the same. Yeah, you got the same ending, whatever it is.
Egregiously. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But wait.
Yep.
I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that.
Yep.
What was it again?
Ryunosuke, let me guess. Your mind's going blank.
Yeah, he's totally Mia.
I know.
You know me so well.
I don't think that's Mia's surname.
Relative.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of the right
Button.
right button.
I love that it automatically translated controls, which I'm not surprised it did, but I appreciate it.
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press RB for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. Bump that bumper. Oh yeah, it's right bumper. I think it is. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I
Just
think so.
RB.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
It's that one.
Proof that I'm a student at the Imperial Yume University. Sorry, this is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with the right bumper.
Just say RB, I guess.
RB! You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back. Yeah, no. Murderer!
What?
This is the murderer. Call it right now.
John H. Wilson, 47, the victim of this case. He was a visiting professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire.
Oh,
So John H. Wilson.
yeah. You know what the last name of the little girl is?
Did we just play the game?
So, remember everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. It's one of the options better be Kazuma. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press Y to present. Aww. Try it now.
Who should we present?
You should definitely present Kazuma.
Really?
Yeah!
Alright, we're gonna present
Yeah,
the victim as Kazuma Asogi.
It's always funny. Yes.
The victim was none other than Kazuma Asogi.
Oh! Then why is that pompous-looking boy with the billowing headband still standing next to you?
Oops.
Oops. Doesn't do it that justice. Not content with having killed Dr. Wilson, now you're claiming murder as well.
I haven't killed anyone. Oh, he's got his sword.
Then concentrate and actually read the court record before you answer. Or you can do the real one now.
I must say, you are not instilling the court with much confidence here.
Quickly give him the correct answer before he turns his gavel on you. Find the victim in the people
Okay,
section.
we can just...
Yeah.
We'll do the right one now. It's just fun sometimes when there's no real penalty to just do silly stuff. When you know you're gonna get it like a silly answer. Could you...
Oh no, that would be hilarious. Oh no. No, we'll be serious. We'll play the real game. Okay. Yeah, dude, it's really
I gotta do it. I gotta. Okay, last one. I'm sorry. The victim was none other than Takatsuchi Hauchi.
Then who's the uptight, bespectacled Hopknot standing opposite?
Who's a bespectacled top-knot?
Sorry. For some reason that just came out, even though I know it's wrong.
Perhaps you're unaware that I am a master of the ancient no-style sword art.
Oh God.
A pathetic child like you would be sliced to pieces before you even came close to taking my life.
I wouldn't provoke that proud evil spirit. He might draw his blade on you.
I thought courtroom sparring was supposed to be done with words. Well, same thing.
Yep.
I'll skip
Blah,
this
blah,
too.
blah, blah, blah.
Try it now.
So great.
Okay, alright. The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
I don't know what that sounds
I don't
supposed to
either.
be. Well, at least you remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England invited to Ume University 3 years ago.
Indeed. Which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of
Friendship and Navigation.
That's such a dumb name.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Ume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education, have you no honor?
But I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies
Excuse me.
on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers.
Wow, throw that shake, Zuma.
You're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this trial has 3 unusual peculiarities, is it?
Exactly, our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner.
The British Empire. Wow. It's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello.
And then he, like, dies.
So I went over to the professor's table
Aww.
and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
The cause of death? Well, obviously that was,
Ryunosuke, remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
by evidence. But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now.
Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. Ouch.
Yeah.
The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Ow, ow, ow.
Yes!
Well... According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma?
Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it!
Oh god, are we gonna get it updated?
Sorry, yes, that's right. The, post-mortem report.
In the West, the doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
I noticed something strange already.
What?
Well, the bullet was it didn't exit his body. Indy says there's no bullet in the stake.
Well, yeah, but it didn't.
But the bullet never exited the body. But what I don't understand is why his chair is completely turned around.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Like, you know, if he was just turning around to see Ryusuke, like, it's still weird. You might turn your chair a little bit, but to 180 it, like, I don't understand.
Yeah, being set up like that definitely implies that there was, like, a conversation of some sort going on.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific as evidence into the record.
The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. He was shot from the front in the chest and subsequently died. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible.
Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of the case,
A prize.
a prize? The prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Yeah, this is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba?
Yes. Clearly you were the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean...
Sorry.
Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
That's so cute.
Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga.
Love that.
I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called La Carnival.
Wait, if it's Western style, why is it in...
Well, western of Japan. West of Japan.
Well, you know, I know that France is still Western, but...
Cough,
okay,
cough.
alright, yep,
Oh, he just coughed blood. Yeah, Indy noted it too. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some,
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
Well, it really, really should. It's got TB.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed before visitors some years ago.
Apparently he has tuberculosis.
Well, I mean, that would be, yeah. Or as it was... yeah, I think it was still known as consumption. I think this is about 100-ish years ago. Or well, 120 now, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure that's when Sherlock Holmes if he was a real person and alive.
Consumption. Oh, yup.
Yeah.
Okay, read your line.
Sorry.
It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants.
And
Occidental.
Occidental Eatery.
what does that word mean?
3 days ago.
I think just like foreign, something like that.
Looking it up.
Yeah, we're looking it up. Western. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Western.
Oh, okay.
How? Oh, it's how the heroine from La Boheme dies is from consumption. Occidental is Western. Oriental is Eastern.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Thank you, Indy.
Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incidents.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
I love his.
Yeah.
his animation.
Doc Holliday, cowboy shoot 'em up guy, also died from consumption.
Invitation to interject. Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have a few dinners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. Key as well. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. 3 tables occupied? How were there 3?
Well, him, Ryu, and some other table.
Did they say that?
I don't know. I thought, didn't he just say there were 3 tables?
Oh, I guess that's what he just said.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, 3 tables occupied.
Where? Oh.
I love that so much.
What?
The rollback that you can
yeah,
see
yeah.
the transcript.
I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes! Why did he say yes?
Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him. Jeez.
Oh my god, it's just...
I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But...
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. Cross-examination. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
That cannot be healthy.
No.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table?
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
Ryu.
Ryunosuke?
That's That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello,
The third diner.
there was a woman sitting opposite him at his table.
Really?
It's music.
Yep.
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
Interject.
What should we do?
Interject.
That was Sylvia Shooty Bang Bang? What, Sylvia Plath? And Mythos says wait. Now Indy's saying wait. Oh my god.
No, interject.
Cross-examination.
No, interject.
Oh my god. You're no fun.
Yes!
Chat's trying to have fun. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection! Dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw.
No, he's not, and neither is any of his descendants.
Naga.
Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy?
No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone.
That reminds you of anybody?
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Why? No, I guess you could have that as a waiter.
Well, yeah.
Please, have a look if you'd like to.
Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume?
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation.
Is this going to be one of the instances where we can find the clue by turning the paper over?
So he only made up this sketch on the back of his business card during a turbulent situation where somebody's being shot.
No, he did it afterwards in reference to the turbulent situation.
However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
Anyway. So I think there was a third diner, but...
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Well...
Oh.
Is there a problem?
Probably something on the back of the car.
Yeah.
Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are.
I wonder if we're gonna get a ghost talus to turn this piece of paper over too. That's what we needed last time. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record.
I wonder.
Let's get to the rest of the later.
I wonder if he got shot too.
It might be a regular business card on the front, but it might have evidence or like it leads to something
Yes.
could.
No, yeah, I know.
So, the court has now heard a princess
I don't know.
of the case.
Yes. At the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here.
Wait, but 3 tables.
Yeah.
Defendant Naruhodo,
Yes, Your Excellency.
if you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment.
Indy seems to think the waiter lied.
Yep.
What?
Really? No. He was mistaken.
Oh,
He
yeah.
needed somebody to clarify his whatever. I mean, we can't say he lied because that would be perjury, and perjury would be wrong, and nobody ever commits perjury in these games.
Anyways.
I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court.
That 5-head top knot is such a butt.
Yeah. So are both of his like great grandkids too.
But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
I like that music.
Ooh. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
Music in these games is always fantastic. What do you mean?
Well, I'm gonna be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Oh, wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. It just occurred to me that if they don't translate these names, we're just gonna
Okay,
be getting...
Mitha.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
If since it looks like they're not translating a bunch of these names, this means we might not have all the puns. It makes me sad. I like the puns. Just not when you say them.
Did you read that?
No. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you just going to give up on yourself?
I love this.
Yeah,
And I
it's
like
really
the bell.
nice.
The ding or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yeah. The battle hasn't even begun yet. Right,
Ryu.
Ryunosuke?
Ooh.
Look at his face! The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses.
Oh
Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
my gosh. Hold on. Is there a...
What?
I wonder... No, that's autoplay.
What do you want?
Trying to see if I can, like, hide the screen info. A
Like-
will continue. Y will be nothing.
What, the...
Oh, whoops. Like, if I want to get a clean screenshot.
Gotcha.
Indeed. Prosecutor Auchi, please continue with proceedings.
I'm sure they're gonna do that pose again. While you were... Oh, sorry.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
Yeah.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. What are you doing?
Bean OCD.
Very well. Officer, Bring forth the witnesses at
Did you
once.
say he knows CP? Is that what you said?
Being OCD. Christ almighty.
Okay, alright, that's fine.
Oh,
But,
got some characters.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
which one do you want to be?
I'm gonna be the old guy.
Why do you get to be the... Okay, fine.
Well, then I'll be him. What do you
I
want?
don't know.
You said which one do you want to be, then you got mad at my choice.
This is true. I don't know how to do like a soldier voice though. Yes, sir. The great Nippon?
Meeks.
Yeah. But he looks actually serious. Meeks is so terrible. Yes, sir. The great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Aisa Nosa?
Iesa
Iesa Nosa, reporting for duty, sir. What?
Yesa Nosa. Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay, we're gonna get the puns anyway. I'm so happy.
Yesa Nosa.
That's great. That's lovely.
You got your puns.
Oh,
Myself, I'm an employer as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Masute, the humble premises in the 2nd District, Kyuryo Korekuta. Kyuryo Korekuta.
well, Curio. I don't know what the second one
Kyuryo
is.
Korekuta. Curator.
Curator.
Like a
Curio curator. Yeah,
Curio curator.
that's cute. Yeah.
Curio curator. Curate-kuta. At your service.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
All of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question. I'm always post-nude.
The British must love him.
And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer. And it sounds like he's a regular at Le Carnival.
Le Carnival.
Yeah. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Indy gets it. Indy actually speaks French, or took French class at university,
Oh, cool.
I guess. Does a great French accent.
Nice.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir.
This man's as impossible to understand as the other.
I think you're just dumb, dude.
But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Yeah, it was like a squeak or something.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. What squeak? I didn't hear a squeak. I was talking. Was there actually a squeak?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
It might be something in that vase, maybe? I don't know. Yes.
Well, Are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Sir, yes, sir. Standing by.
Oh, I heard that.
That was like a baby
That
cry.
sounded like a baby, yeah.
Standing by, ready to report, sir.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
Love that voice.
Witness testimony. What the witnesses saw. Yup.
I like that. I like that narrative.
I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Yeah, there's like a baby cry.
Yep.
The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
That's wrong.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Why did you see it wrong?
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
Okay.
What?
What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. But this is ridiculous. I can shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes. All I did was pick up the gun and I saw a line on the floor. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, BOMB!
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. It also means that that gun did not fire that bullet. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
Well, that's if we're to believe Ryosunuke's story.
Yeah, but we're supposed to believe.
Well, I
him.
know that, but I'm just saying. A shooter on the carpeted knoll. Oh.
Oh.
Too soon. There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there's no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly. The testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of the...
He's gonna do that the whole game, and he's just gonna raise his hand.
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I mean, the defense demands its right to cross-examination.
What now?
Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The
Hachimaki.
Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How How can you possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Did you get a screenshot?
I have a screenshot button.
Nice. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
You're an elephant. Inside joke.
Oh,
Kazuma's so commanding.
Oh no, stop!
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
We'll probably stop once we get to the cross exam.
Yeah, because, yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Alright, this is where the battle really begins. Ryunosuke.
Kissy faces with hearts.
Oh,
to Kazuma.
God!
No, I love you more. Okay. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witness's statement. I was afraid he was gonna say, isn't it obvious? You have to cross-examine that.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Oh my god. Alright then. It's all or nothing. Whoops, I didn't even mean to hit that button.
god, oh my god, oh my god. He made the
Cross
slap.
examination. The witness's soul. Alright, we do have to.
Yeah.
What do we have in our evidence
We have
bucket? Let's check it. Let's check it out right quick.
Okay.
So court record.
Yep.
We have the university collar pin, proof that I'm a student, which is the same as the attorney badge in
Yep.
future games, past games, however you want to look at it. Postmortem report occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood that did not pass through.
That one.
Photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot from the front in the chest and subsequently died.
That one.
And head waiter's business card, a sketch of the restaurant's layout is on the back.
Hey, you can have a magnifying glass. Press A. That's pretty cool.
Oh, cool. That'd be good for like the 3DS or whatever.
Mhm. That's the one.
What do you see about it?
It's the gunshot.
What about it?
And he was shot from the front.
Okay.
The guy said he was shot in the back.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
See, this is why we won't have a problem with this game. Leon's a monster with attorneys. So that's the contradiction. That's what we'll do next time we play is label that as the contradiction.
I don't always get it, because it's a puzzle game, which means sometimes it gets a little bit finicky, which means, like,
But
yeah.
we got me, we got you, we got Indy, who's really smart.
We
Anybody
got a
else who
phone.
joins,
An
we're not gonna
ability to
cheat.
Google things.
He's left-handed. What?
I know something you don't know. I am not left-handed.
Okay.
But also,
The shooter, if from the front, was a lefty.
yeah, Princess Bride Crew.
Oh. See? That's why we have two smart people and then me. It just
Oh man, I was watching a. Oh, I can't remember exactly what it was about, but it was about the choreography that goes into sword fights for like the screen and something, and apparently the fight with Inigo and Wesley was just, it has an absolutely ridiculous number of moves, apparently. Like, it's just, the thing is just very, very long, and it's totally ridiculous, and except for a couple of the flips, they do all of their own things, so they just it was just, it's apparently, it was like just a super huge deal, and it was mostly because the actors just had a whole lot of fun doing it. Shut up. A whole lot of fun doing it, but okay, fine, let's go then. All right, whatever.
Wrap it up.
Look, I want to talk about the cool thing.
Anyways, this is why we don't have Leon very often.
Shut up.
But this game, I love it so far. It's really awesome. It's like when Long Play and I interact. Yeah.
Why do they
That's why I love you guys' interaction so much. It reminds me. I'm like, Just meow, 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 meow. But yeah, we're gonna be on Long Play's stream, or I'm gonna be. Let's see. I think I have the right keyboard. No,
Where are you gonna be on Long Play stream?
it's 7.
Oh, right, yeah.
7 our time. No, they're too good for us.
Hey.
It's Fable Friday. They're playing Fable.
Oh, cool.
But
Wait.
yeah,
Where'd that...
I gave a shout out and it brought it up on screen, and I put that weird like Titanic flute solo thing in there.
Very sad, flute. Very sad.
You get to choose if the boy is good or evil. Yeah, the Titanic fail. I need more. I need Ace Attorney like gifts that I can spam. Objection!
Yes, you do. Also, I find it very hilarious that what's-his-face's objection bubble is just yes, and then he
Yes.
raises his hand.
The other one said objection though.
Well, yeah, because he's an actual lawyer.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to get dinner, and then I will be in your stream in half an hour. So thank you all for being here. This was pretty fun. So I will catch y'all later. Bye.